Dodge a ball, but you can't dodge a beat. You're gonna go Vitality here. Zen is the best player in the world for a reason.
I don't, man.
They're the hottest team in the lower bracket. Give me Vitality all day.
I feel like I've dodged a bee in my life.
Okay, oh man. You're done. You're done. Once again, I mean, seeing SSG, we seen what they could do in NA. We also seen what Vitality can do in EU. For a reason, man. They've really improved. I do think that they're on a roll right now. I think it's Vitality all the way. I lay Vitality. I'm taking them, and I think they're going to eat SSG right here.
SSG, they're the hottest team in North America. They're a flamethrower, but it's hard to point a flamethrower, and flamethrowers run out of juice. I think especially against a team this strong on this stage, in this environment. If they win this, it changes everything about how I approach my analysis of SSG, but they have not won it yet. Give me Vitality here. They're going to take it down. How does this one feel about it? Do we get a full clean sweep for the day, or does Chance throw some chaos into the mix?
I switched it to vertical
We've got
mode.
Vitality all the way through. All 5 on the desk going to be going for Vitality.
It's up to reveal. He's going to have to demo that back line time and time again. Zen's probably going to be on that back line waiting for that space in the field. If you can
I could have done
Zen
both.
a decent amount, get him a little bit tilted, maybe there's a chance, but it's going to be tough.
And they're going to have to play fast and furious. They're going to have to make all the correct decisions. We'll see if they can get it done. SSG, favorites on the desk, favorites in the world, favorites in chat as well. And they've got some of the best players to ever do it, folks. It's a golden brawl in the arena to close off playoff Saturday. And there is one spot left in the top 6. Which squadron rises to the challenge? The hottest, brightest new flame in North America versus a swarm led by the best in the world. This stage demands your best. This stage is where men are made. Only one goal can continue. It's Vitality versus Space Station Gaming for Championship Sunday.
All day long, but only one team gets to stay inside of it. Vitality, the hometown favorites, taking on Space Station in a next elimination match. Game 1 brought to you by Progressive.
This is absolutely huge, Darby. Vitality looked unbelievable yesterday. They had such a great performance against NIP. Now they're going up against Group of Death second seed,
here we go.
Space Station Gaming, who also looked impressive.
No, I'm changing the game to Rocket League.
And looked impressive walking out on stage. Can you translate the aura walking to the stage to playing in the game? Vitality looked stellar yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Zen at the forefront of it with a quick shot denied from Exotic. Not quite over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just a tap in for
Damn, already.
That's just exactly what we expected. Boys, Zen and Stizzy doing everything they did yesterday. Exotic had started the scoring yesterday as well, and now he gets the assist for Stizzy. Vitality just keep their momentum going.
Yeah, everybody getting stuck in there. It goes back to Zen's air dribble dunk. He's
All right, we're good, boys.
so tricky in the air. You never know what you're going to go up against when Zen's coming at you. Space Station have got some tricksters of their own. Let's see if they can get their aerial mechs going. They need to prevent Vitality from running up the score here, because we saw what happened to Nip when Vitality started popping off. They had no answer. Oh my goodness, Zen. Again, looking unplayable.
Touches like that, Space Station have their work cut out for them. Zen, recovery as well. Space Station have a man downfield. Start relieving Vitality of their corner boosts. They can't get a hold of the ball or even keep their cars on the field. Exotic holds the flick. The challenge goes right back out to Stizzy. Avoids one Space Station defender. Got one on the wall, one quickly challenging, but it's right back to Zen with a reset. Holds it, and he keeps it alive. And got the goal for Exotic!
Just absolute patience from Zen. Total control. Everybody's committed. They're all terrified when Zen's coming at them. Space Station had the aura and the walkout, but they're getting aura blasted by Zen's nameplate right now.
Crazy, dude.
I mean, that's just, he holds it there. What are you
Brought to
even
you
supposed
by
to do for Space
Progressive.
Station? And then he gets it across, decides to play it as a pass. Tough opening minute for Space Station.
You know, if there's one small thing I did like was Diaz not getting faked out. We've seen Zen faking out, everybody's seen Vitality faking out, particularly the NRG this year. They do like to go for a lot of mind games. Diaz was in a 1v1 defensively with Exotic a minute ago, and he did not get faked. So that is one promising sign. It's not going to help you if Zen's coming at you in the air, though. I mean, he doesn't need to mind game you. He can just outplay you.
Here comes Stizzy.
Oh
He had a man
my
down.
goodness.
Stizzy puts in another one, and it's a Deep
This
down
guy's
low.
gonna get crushed.
I mean, this is just getting ugly all of a sudden. Zen was the one running roughshod. Just making Diaz second guess his defensive position there. And Zen didn't have
What do
to
you guys
commit
think's
much
gonna
for
win?
that. He just made a quick pass across the box. Stizzy
It's pretty
immediately
obvious, huh?
behind him. That's timely physicality by Vitality. They
There it
could
goes
be
again.
four.
What is he doing?
Zed's literally warping the box on the orange half. It's Disney, he hardly has to work for this.
Oh, did he
Look
get
at Zen
bumped?
downfield, forcing Diaz to turn tail and run. I believe Zach, I couldn't even read the nameplate looking at it. Either way, Zen pulled whoever was last there out. And well, if you're Space Station, the one positive thing you could say is it can't get any uglier.
I think it might, Jarvie. I think it might. It wouldn't be the first time we've had a very high-scoring loss for Space Station against Vitality. Thinking back to Esports World Cup last year, the most devastating loss that we've ever seen at this level. Zen with one reset, another one. Here comes Stizzy. He's got a reset. Flip available. He's going to try and bounce
My
it in on
cat's
the
so
ground,
tired
but
from his
SSG
meditation.
for once don't have to defend a direct shot on target. And this has got ugly early. It's a bad sign, bad start for SSG.
Clear just to
What's up, group?
give him a chance to think. Diaz, reset. The ball got away from him. Zen got a clean touch. Take the midfield boost away. Trying to take Space Station players away as well. Stizzy coming across quick. Space Station's defense, fine on that. But look at Vitality, they just let them go back into the corner, but they almost let the gate open.
Okay.
Diaz will burst through.
And the village strikes back. Diaz. First of all, chasing Exotic and Zen out of position.
Hold on. I gotta
Keeps his
fix it.
awareness, sees the ball coming across for the tap in. And I guess the silver lining for SSG is they lost all their goals super early in the game, so they do have time here. We saw Furia coming back with even less time from 3 down against NRG. Can Space Station emulate?
They certainly have the offense to put on that kind of performance. They're gonna have to stop them. Space Station did just keep getting demoed and bumped. 2 commit, Reveal gets the save and stays on the ball. Vitality will keep the ball though.
So Vitality now trying to keep things level. Don't want to let the young mechanical players get their confidence up. They know the danger that SSG possesses. We talked about the one-sided match between Vitality and SSG last season at Esports World Cup. Well, Space Station did the same thing to Vitality at the World Championship in Leon. Vitality were able to reverse sweep, but Space Station had them in the ropes then. You don't want to let these guys get home.
Especially with Zach back on this team. He has been electric all tournament long. They're gonna need some of that from him. He does to get a bump in the corner. It's been a little better for Space Station this past minute, but there's just so many goals for
Sorry,
Vitality.
chat. My cat needs its meds.
You're just hoping you can transfer this maybe into game 2 as we approach the final minute.
Yeah, just that 1 minute left for SSG. They're running out of time now. Trying to get the passing play started, but Diaz not really able to make a play cleanly on this. He wants to get his air dribble mechanics going. We've all seen what he can do in 1s and 2s, and this season as well in 3s. The Vitality have completely suffocated them high up in the pitch.
No boost available in the midfield, and Exotic takes it away. Looking for another one, going for the bump. Stizzy right there with him in the air. Diaz happy to take the ball, but couldn't quite catch Zen out in the midfield. Good landing here from Zen, too.
Yeah, Zen just doing so well to stay with that one. Not giving SSG any angles to work with. And this is getting into last chance territory. They need a goal on this press. Vitality aren't even letting them see the blue half of the pitch. It's been a dominant performance from Vitality, who are remaining perfect in the playoffs.
Now started with a sucker punch, and Space Station that recoiled for 3 more goals. Game 1 did not go their way. Game 2 might be a little closer. They were able to stabilize. But right now, it's all Vitality. No psychos for you at the end of the game, and maybe one more.
Yikes. Dude, they got crushed. These guys are
Too
getting
easy.
absolutely crushed.
Too easy. Zen is controlling the crowd off the pitch before the match, and now he's doing it again on the pitch. That was just too easy. Space Station have to make it harder for Vitality to get goals.
You know, I think I've seen this Zen,
Skip the
this level
seatbelt,
of
play,
Zen before.
pay the price?
Although it was a couple of years ago.
That's a crazy one.
It was at Dusseldorf, and we know what happened there. But man, they lit up the scoreboard. Stizzy getting top honors, and really all of Vitality putting a plethora of shots on net.
Yeah, 16 shots for Vitality, only 3 to Space Station.
Oh, that was a good flick by
Yeah,
Stizzy.
they did get one of those to go in.
But still, I mean, Space Station's offense is way more potent than that. The fact that they got shut down that hard
Yeah, dude,
in
Vitality.
game one.
Dude, Vitality's.
I mean, they're not going to do it. But
I don't know,
it's like
dude.
that kind of situation. You would
I don't
almost
even think
see
this is gonna get
post-game
close.
one timeout.
I think
That's how
Vitality has
dominant
it all the
Vitality
way.
were. Space Station, we'll see how they recover here in game 2, though.
Yeah, if this was a best of 5, I wouldn't be surprised if they called timeout right there, because this game did not go the way Space Station wanted. They didn't get to establish their play at all. We know what this team can do when they get reveal up front, in front of the ball, chasing opponents around, bumping, demoing.
What the heck is that guy saying?
Yeah, I mean, Zach didn't have any space to get mechanical out
Hey, I got a splash.
Not bad, not bad.
I think they'll get a little louder when we get a little closer to the end of this series.
Yeah, I think we're going to see something a little bit higher than that tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss it. For today, though, will it be a quick one? Vitality completely in control of game 1. Space Station need to fight for the midfield. They need to get up front. They need to establish their play style.
I believe it was 3-0 right after the opening minute. So if you can even get 30 seconds 0-0, it's already an improvement down the field. A slight breach up there from Reveal. Vitality had it well defended, sidewall double, but a controlling one from Zach. And already Space Station in a better spot at the start of this game with control of the ball.
Oh, that was a good hit.
With a beautiful pass, but somehow Zed got that ball out.
Where does that come from? He's just got that out from an impossible
What the heck?
angle. What a save.
What
Space
was that?
Station's frustrations continue.
Able to save that.
What the heck?
Vitality are hunting for
Nice
it.
audio.
Kicks to the opposite side rotation. Zen avoiding a bump. Little wall dash to keep
That was
momentum.
crazy audio.
Trying to bump everybody. He'll just catch the ball and almost do it himself. Stizzy turning back. Let Space Station give that ball up to Exotic. Now Vitality keep the push alive.
Zach should have
trying
took
to
it.
find the opening out.
right.
He will get a clear, but it's just right back to Exotic. Zen might get a free touch, but there's Reveal to get the ball out. And maybe
Even
a
Zen
turnaround.
misses,
Diaz gets it down. Got the pass and shot denied right into Stizzy.
Stizzy got it.
This is much better from SSG. They are getting chances at the Vitality net. They know the Vitality are playing as fast as possible. They know that if you don't commit immediately, you might as well not go. So I think they're picking their battles a lot smarter in this game, starting to win more of them as a result.
Looking good on this, but Vitality's defense have been holding firm, and it's Zen always behind the ball here. Free touch for Space Station. Reveal off the ceiling with pace. Just Stizzy again, already up, has the read. Have the beat on Space Station, even with control. Diaz trying to find a way in. He'll get the corner boost. Kicks back out to Zach, but Diaz calls him off. He takes an opportunity himself. Doesn't win the corner boost, but they're still pushing. Zach finds the seams off the inside post.
Justin, it looked like Vitality might
I don't know, Zen's slacking a little bit.
The corner boost there, but they all went into the same corner. Bit of a mistake by the bees in yellow. As Zach perfectly slots it through the gap in the defense.
And the offense been so much better. The offense exists in this game where, again, only 3 shots in game 1. Zen having to avoid a bump quick. Zach already there for the 50. Space Station.
See, they're landlines, so right now they're playing like they're in free mode.
Trying to find a bump across.
They should have no
Reveal.
ping delay.
Mistouch, or really no touch.
Pass.
Their ball should be very accurate
Still
to their
held by
hits.
Vitality on defense, and they get the clear out.
Oh, it's a free for Reveal. He does go to the back wall instead. That's a great decision. He's like faking out for Zen. He's
That's why
immediately
Zen
up to
can
the
play
ceiling,
so
up on
good.
the ceiling again.
It's because
Going
he's
for a
there.
ceiling
It's like
triple
free play
tap.
to him.
Just said things, and it's completely confused Space Station.
Knew it was coming eventually. Excellent second touch. You see how it just completely ruined Space Station in the air. Expecting Zen to kind of push the ball forward, but that tap slows the ball down. Space Station end up tying each other up on the back wall, leading to an open net. Not how Space Station wanted that to go.
And once again, it's just they see Zen coming, and they can't figure out what he's doing. Here he is again! 2-1.
Doesn't seem like anybody can figure out what Zen's doing in this tournament. He's just taking everything for himself. With a nice demo to help assist and make sure no one can get there. The crowd's loving it.
Still touching distance for SSG. Half the game to go. They've overall had the better half of the pressure this game. They did have Vitality in the back foot for an extended period early. They've definitely made improvements. Now just have to lock in. It all comes down to their focus. Can they avoid the nerves? Can they avoid the tilt, the frustration? When they're going up against an informed Vitality like this, and again, looking threatening, but denied on the goal line.
Oh man, it looks uncomfortable on defense for Space Station. Sending 2 just to make sure you get through it. Reveal. Resets over 1, 50s over another. Zach actually just gets chipped, but he stays course with the ball.
Yeah, fighting through contact there. Really well played by Zach in defense. Vitality have got SSG on the back foot, but all of a sudden, the break free. Reveal, backboard, double wide. So close, but not good enough.
Reveal just couldn't get the perfect touch. But the threats are there. They were non-existent in game 1. Zach off the ceiling. It was a heavy touch. Made it work off of 1. 50 net, not exactly what he wanted, but Diaz actually runs into a Vitality player. It ruins his approach. It keeps happening to Space Station. Reveal having to move his way around Vitality players when he's rotating back. Just trying to get back on defense. Diaz back over to Zach. A hard hit out to the side. Vitality not feeling much threat, and a huge miss again from Space Station.
The Space Station can't be making those mistakes. Zen with the boost steal. In comes Exotic. He's getting backward to Stizzy. Who's up? Reset. Double. Crossbar.
Close. Not close enough. Space Station still down 1. Zach loses his boost while controlling the ball. Vitality just get the 50 and play ball in the orange half. It skips hard to the opposite side. Reveal constantly having to chase it, and he's not going to get the play. Here it comes down. Here comes another from Stizzy. Control denied.
20 seconds for SSG to get something going. They're stuck in defense again. It's in again.
It's just too much. The swarm is all over Space Station. Through the demos, through smoke, it doesn't matter. The ball is theirs, the goal is theirs, and they're all over them.
I think Zach just felt the pressure of the clock there. He knows that he needs some offense.
Hola.
Got dusted. But you know, even if he doesn't go there, they're still in a bad spot. It's a tough one for SSG to swallow. They've been beaten down in game 1, and now they've lost a 1-0 lead in game 2. I'd be surprised if they don't call timeout.
Something's got to flip for Space Station. Vitality look like just on a different level right now. Zen has been immaculate, and Exotic, who usually gets the most criticism on this team, has also been excellent when his name is called. And if Exotic is playing well, Vitality are going to be a tough out for
I'm looking at my cat.
Exotic has just reminded everybody. I think Monkeyman as well on Twisted Minds. Exotic and Monkeyman didn't have good seasons last year with Vitality. Zen still looked like Zen for the most part, but Exotic and Monkeyman were, I think, rightfully questioned by a lot of the Rocket League team. But they're reminding everybody with this event that that was just, you know, a problem meshing. You know, the Monkeyman play style and the
so boring to watch.
Vitality play style didn't really go together. But Exotic, one of the most underrated players in Rocket League history, one of the most versatile players in Rocket League history, has a major win with KC back in San Diego. Got an Esports World Cup win. He's got a Worlds win, Worlds MVP. He has been good on so many different rosters. It just shows the longevity, the professionalism with these guys who go way back to RLCS Season X.
Stizzy's journey as well. He's been on several different rosters, successful on now multiple different rosters. It is a tough team to beat in Paris.
Yeah, major final 2 years in a row with 2 different teams is a super impressive result. Now making a deep run in another one.
Space Station, what's the key for them? What are they saying to each other? It's right now, they got to find a way to quiet this crowd. This crowd has been energetic the whole way through. The vibes are immaculate right now in Paris. Watching Zen just run all over the North American hopefuls.
Yeah, SSG they're in a tough position here. I don't think many teams would envy them. The challenge that they've got to face, even coming into this match, it looked like a tough
Chat, there I am. I'm up in one of those buildings right now.
But now 2 down. This is mission impossible for SSG.
the crowd's loving it.
I'm in that building right there,
Vitality are loving
24A.
it right now. Space Station. They
can
got
see them up
two
there.
more lives to go here in Paris.
I'm just playing.
To get it figured out. It only takes one lead to get this crowd silent and to start building some confidence.
Ziggy, turn reality orange. Watch, I can
Gotta
trick you
see
guys.
Zach get that pop off. He's led the charge. He's
There we
been
go.
the center
Now,
of this
now
offense.
does it look like I'm in that
On the
room?
man field we go. Vitality trying to put Space Station on tournament point.
You know, Clue might have been in the walkout. Dodgeball impressions from SSG. They've got to be dodging bumps. They've usually been the physical team, but they've been at the mercy of Vitality on several occasions this match. Vitality have been timing their physicality.
So they have Bacchus mod still because
extremely well.
their bottom
Space
right's
Station
so much
have
different.
to dodge that. They've got to play around it. They've got a chance here. Is that open? Oh, it's a miss!
You can't miss that on
What?
this stage. At
Can you
this
change it in the
moment,
game?
When
I
you're
think
down
so.
0-2, that has to be in the net.
Oh my goodness. I mean, not only was it an open net miss, but it's an open net miss to the far side. Obviously, Reveal overthinking the near post and actually putting the ball out on the opposite end. I can't believe that. That was incredibly open.
Still at Zen downfield, looking for a bump. Talk about getting outbodied in the physical game. Space Station are used to being the ones dictating the physical game.
Yeah.
They haven't found any of it so far.
Yeah, they've not found a lot of much in the physical game, the outplay game, the team play game. It's really just looked like they've failed to execute on their game plan. Now, okay, there's Reveal with the demo from a surprising angle. That's the sort of chaos
That was a weird save from him.
SSG are trying to create. This time it doesn't amount to much, but
From Zach,
they
that was a
can do
weird
that
save.
a little bit more. They could be. Oh,
Oh,
a save.
nice save.
As he exotic rifles one to the top shelf.
Zen doesn't have it.
Big chance here again. Zen's up for it. One skip.
Stacey doesn't have it
SSG
either.
gave him too much respect.
Now Zach's gonna get the ball. That's a beautiful catch. Reset as
Ooh.
well, Zach. Good on the demo
That
as
was
well.
almost good.
Reveal is starting to get chippy.
Off the wall, could have been good.
Chain dash from Diaz, but he's not gonna catch up to it. And Space Station, it looked like they had another chance there. Then Vitality
Ziggy, turn off
cleared
reality
the ball
1.
out. Zach trying to keep Zen guessing, but Exotic with a reset. Not going to
wait.
get that off the ceiling.
It's a great interception by Zach. Coming in sideways. You know, I'm happy to see SSG looking for their play style. At least if they're going to lose today, they might as well do it playing their game. Vitality have been brilliant. They've been undefeated in the playoffs.
What's he doing? It's
Space
Stacey's
Station's
like
still in this one.
messing up a lot.
In game 3, there's a bump, but oh, the shot goes wide again. I mean, you can see the ideas, but they're not putting the shots on target.
The rebounds
Nice.
aren't even going their way either. Goes straight up the wall. Nothing to play with. The targeting has to be better. Space Station the whole way downfield. Diaz with a pass, but Reveal rips it high. He had to catch that in stride. Probably a little harder than it might have looked. Here's Zach again. Up
Too
high,
hard,
and the
too
pass
hard.
is just too hard.
They're just not quite on the same page, SSG. I think if these team plays aren't connected, they've got to go solo. Don't try to make what's not working work. Just, these guys can make solo plays.
Oh,
And that's the solo play right there.
Good pass, he was there.
finally breaking through. And with a lead this late, surely it
Saw
builds
his
a little
teammate.
bit of confidence. You saw Zenny didn't have
There
any
it is.
boost. Thought
Good,
he could
Diaz
get
saw
to
that.
Reveal in time. But Reveal was able to hop it over him, create the opportunity. And Space Station still breathing.
I think that's what they need to be doing.
Thank you for the likes, guys.
None
I
of these
appreciate
pre-jump
that.
passing plays, if you're not synced up well on the day, just stray away from that. Stay away from all these plays that need perfect communication, all these plays that need perfect synergy. Just use your mechanical ability. Just get on the ball, outplay the man in front of you, and then let your teammates come in behind.
No lack of that ability either from
Can't believe he
Space
caught
Station.
that.
But Vitality have had a couple close ones. That last one from Zen. Taken away by Space Station. Reveal. Caught the 50. I believe it was Diaz who won that midfield boost. Leaves Vitality watching Diaz with a beautiful catch and a roll on top of it, but couldn't get that rebound out to his team. Still, it's what Space Station
I
wants.
shouldn't have cut it that hard.
To the 50, they wanted to go a little better. They got some space though. Diaz
There it is.
put it up downfield. And Zach with one and denied with a beautiful touch from Zen.
Got to be careful though. That's a double commit and a demo in transition from Vitality. Zen booms it.
There it is. Zen carried that.
Space Station overcooked it.
Easy cannon shot from the midfield line.
106.
And Reveal couldn't stretch far enough to do anything about it. And those are the ones that might haunt you if you're Space Station.
And again, I think they're just trying to overforce the team plays. You saw 2 players jumping for that one. They had the one to lead. They don't need that. They can just play a much more safe play. Oh, no,
They
oh my
almost taked
goodness.
him.
Zen's nearly done it again. This time SSG don't fall for it.
Man, so many saves.
Stizzy can catch it pretty good too.
Excellent saves in game 3.
Like they always talk about how
Find a way to get
how
back
good Zen is,
downfield.
but dude, Stizzy's
No
actually
boost
not
for
that bad.
Diaz. Zach,
You know,
on
compared,
top
like
of it, and
if
somehow
you're gonna
just
compare the two,
rips that 50 over Vitality's cars. Still, Space Station off ball, trying to force Zen out of it. One off. Diaz does get the ball back to the corner for his team.
some regular ass
Zach.
zombas.
Trying to get it going, but in these 50s, don't allow Space Station to keep the pace stuff that's getting away from them
Nice
in the
bump.
rotation.
You actually saw that?
They get the 50 out now, but starting to lose the corner boost. Zen. No ceiling bounce for him, but he's got the
Oh.
reset. Got it all.
Oh, that was nuts. Yo.
He's just
Holy
unreadable.
W.
Just completely breaks the play to home midair and perfectly places
new
it out of
axles.
reach. For the second game in a row, Vitality have come back from one down.
That was
taking
awesome.
a late lead.
I mean, what do you do when the Prodigy is on it like this? It might just be Zen's day. Reveal. Gets the bump. Gets a shot. Underneath there.
Yikes. Okay. Yikes. And then he does that right after. See, that's why you.
We do have them late game drama. That's a masterful 50 by Reveal.
Oh wait, that wasn't
So
Zen.
well worked.
Okay,
Just
never mind.
letting
He's
Vitality
still
hit the
clear.
ball into it, using the sidewall to center it, and then he even trips up the last defender as well. That's a ginormous play from Reveal.
Big kickoff for Vitality. Giving Zen the ball. Space
Because
Station
he's so high talked about.
just survived OT.
These guys have
Will you
some
get
sort
at least
of
one chance here. Exotic feathering the
feeling
boost.
that Zen is gonna win.
Whiffy bounces with under a second left.
Because they have that feeling that he's so good. Because everybody talks about him.
Not over. Off the ramp.
gotta overcome
Reveal.
that. Once you can
To the
overcome
ceiling.
it,
He's
then-
got Diaz downfield with the pass.
Ooh.
Denied. Zach will chase. He'll let it drop.
Look at all of them breathe after.
Really
It's
wise
so
that he
good.
did it. Like with the number
Go.
disadvantage.
Flies, Stizzy, passes.
Must-win game
Nope,
for
he actually shoots
SSG.
for it.
If we're
Gives the
calling
ball.
coming back from 2 down to Mission Impossible.
He gave the ball
Do
away.
it! And they do it their way.
Excellent job from Space Station. If you can't beat Zen, just bump Zen. And that gets the job done. We play on. No tournament point yet.
Then I'm like 5-head brain over here.
Huge
Actually,
plays from
he should have
SSG
gave the ball.
under massive amounts of pressure. It really shows how far this team has come in a year. When they started losing a year ago to this Vitality team, it all fell apart. They got completely destroyed at EWC. They
Look
got
at that chair,
reverse swept
Rocket League chair.
in Leon. Now they're facing
I gotta get a new
similar
chair. All
task.
my
They're
stuff
down
is
2-1.
scratched up from my
Late
cat.
in the game, they equalize
That's okay.
with Reveal making a really good read, controlling the ball, controlling the challenge in his favor. Oh my goodness.
That was crazy.
That's it.
Nasty.
That shot was.
Then just completely
That shot was
caressing the ball
nasty.
into the top corner. But watch here, right as Reveal not only gets the ball into his sidewall favorably, trips up the defender, centers it, ties the game late, and Zach with a monster bump on Zen, who no doubt had the save in OT.
And against the Vitality team that are clicking, firing on all cylinders. We've seen some excellent stuff from all 3 players on this team. So Space Station are having to level up in the middle of this series and having to get it done. Evolving over tournaments. But evolving doesn't matter if you can't reach the peak. And right now, Vitality are at the summit. Space Station trying to climb over it.
Still the first game rather, that Vitality have lost in the playoffs. The Space Station have done what NIP could not. NIP were down by a similar
I'll go,
size
thank you for the
scoreline
like,
yesterday, and they
got
did
one
fall
single
apart
like.
against a Vitality. So Space Station providing resistance, giving us some drama in the match of the day.
Ziggy, turn off
Space
reality.
Station did quiet the crowd a little bit, especially with that overtime goal. It got a little more tense here in the arena. Space Station would love to keep pulling the cord, but here comes Vitality. Quick shot, quick goal.
Where was Diaz?
And again, it's just too easy.
Well,
Zen
where
just
was
finds the
Reveal?
gaps. He's just put that so awkwardly for
Oh,
Reveal.
okay.
He's
Diaz.
trying to keep it in the back corner, but Zen finds a way to put it past him. It's a
Ah.
tap in for Exotic. Diaz couldn't get in the right position fast enough. Now this is key. Space Station have failed to hold a lead in game 2. They've briefly held one in game 3, came back late, but that kind of comeback, you can't be trusted on that to happen every time. You need to You need to keep this at 1, really. Let's see if they can do that.
Well, work your mental for sure.
Diaz is not that bad, dude.
Always feeling like you have to
Like when he versus Zen,
get 2 steps
he's not that bad.
to every Vitality's 1. Fake from Stizzy.
Oh, Zach with the read.
Flips at the perfect time. He's got a headhunter downfield. A little bit of a touch there.
No way.
Oh, what a try there. Zen reads that touch. The Space Station trying some tricks, but Vitality not fooled. Stizzy with the catch, tried another fake.
They're playing
Exotic
slow.
avoids a bump. Chasing Diaz out of the play. Now Zen comes
Zen
in through.
took full boost.
And Zach will kick it away.
That was almost a great play for SSG, but Zen was even
Nice.
better in defense, dodging the bump and turning a brief 1v2 position into a Vitality counter-attack. He really is so difficult to play against in every aspect of the game. Space Station did bump him to win the last game,
Zen.
but you're really going to need to be on point if you're going to get many bumps on Zen today.
Love that touch from Reveal. The one named after the guy on the other side of the pitch. Here's Zen.
Yeah, that was
Great
a 50.
Follow up, not
The great
forthcoming.
50 is because his car is perfectly particular
Station
from the
keeping the ball tight. It was a whifty into a bump, but
That
no
was a great
follow up
50.
from Space Station. They're back in their own corner. Still, it's been stable.
Gets it out, maybe?
Vitality
No.
get here. Hasn't
Stizzy
been
was
much.
there.
Now they're getting harassed. Good avoid, but he couldn't get a 50. This is dangerous.
Try to go for bumps
Second
into him.
man way back.
Damn, dude.
There was Zen going through the midfield line. He wins that touch, leaves it. Exotic doesn't get anything to look at.
Well, Stizzy committed heavy with a pre-jump there. Space Station are going to have a counter-attacking chances. Diaz
Going all the way
loses
back
50 a
towards
bit
their
too
net.
much. He was trying to lose that back to Zach. It just went a bit too high, a bit too far back in the midfield, and now it's Vitality's turn.
Oh.
Stizzy with a dribble.
He was not even there. Diaz is slow. Where is Diaz?
Exotic.
Look,
Let's this one go back to
he
Diaz.
took boost.
Over that corner
Why
boost
did he
and
go
turns
that
away
way? Diaz.
From the net,
Oh my
thinking
God.
like maybe a challenge. Thinking no way Stizzy has a chance on net there. But Diaz doesn't turn back to defend net as second man. Instead, he
Diaz,
puts more
but-
pressure on third man to make
That's all I
that
had to
play.
say.
He can't get it done.
He went the
I
other
love
way.
the
He
adjustment
turned
from
the
Stizzy.
other
He's
way.
been playing for mind games with this ground game earlier in the game, and now he switches it up with the outplay. Just simple flick over the top. If you've been conditioning your opponent to expect mind games, flicks become more dangerous, as we saw there.
Diaz couldn't get enough of it. Vitality now extend their lead and will make this even more difficult for Space Station. Is on top of it. Find it.
Nice.
Zen with
Perfect
a
for him.
disgusting read.
That 50 was crazy too. Diaz is just not
Say
having
well
it.
defended, but you might as well not have been there.
I mean, just what a read. He got there so quickly. Zen finding the openings again, and still looks incredibly tough for SSG to stop him whenever he's got the ball.
Something has to click now for Space Station. In a similar spot as they were in game one. While the goals came a lot quicker in game one, the story is still much the same here in game number 4. The
not
bounce,
gonna have
Reveal
it.
couldn't play
Barely.
his boost. Had to play the 50. Zen gets the other side. Space Station, very little time for a 3-goal comeback.
Stizzy looking to get mechanical again. That's a great interception by SSG, but still got Zen to deal with in the back corner. Not once, but twice, as he slows down the attack and then recovers to save the shot. Stizzy has been the mechanical addition to Vitality that's made them that little bit more dangerous to go up against. Zen, of course, has the mechanics in spades.
He's
but
just
he
angled
needs
wrong.
assistance.
Reveal is just angled wrong.
It's up, it's down, it's into the net. And it feels way too easy for Vitality right now. Zen's 50. I mean,
Why did he slam down like
nothing
that?
he does
Maybe because he
is
read it
wrong
different?
in this match. He's on a different level than everyone else on the pitch right now. And I just don't know if anyone can beat Vitality when Zen's playing like this.
You know, KC had their number in the groups, but this looks a little bit different.
That's close.
Stizzy nearly makes it 5. Trying to go even
Remember, guys, these
further
guys
in
are
the lead
all
than they
on
did
free
in
play
game
mode.
one.
The way that they play feels like free
SSG
play.
have completely run out of time here. They're still fighting for it, though. Here comes Diaz. Oh, I mean, close.
So their
It's a
shots
great
should be
effort, but
accurate.
When they seek perfection, they only find the crossbar.
Zach trying to maneuver something, trying to build anything, but they've got no materials. Vitality have taken everything out of the stockpile.
Who's starving?
45 seconds. And it feels like a victory lap on to tournament point for Vitality. Here's Diaz.
Oh,
Got that, but the pass just too much. You got to send something. You got to take all the risks at this point if you're Space Station. But even that's not
That looks like it
working.
has a Spider-Man
Send it
card.
three,
This
feels
guy's
like you need
Spider-Man card is
5.
crazy.
And nothing's working.
Yeah, they might need to pull out an extra player. That, you know, initially looked like it was working pretty well for No Miss Just Fake earlier. You know, bring out a Fairy Peaker. Are SSG
Yes.
allowed to do that? Can they ask
He's
for
like,
a
no.
first player?
Okay, never
Maybe
mind.
a
He did
former
pass.
SSG
Nice.
player? I know Reynolds is in the building somewhere.
Probably not exactly what Space Station fans want to hear right now. As Vitality are absolutely stuck.
Last goal for it again?
Now.
Nah.
One more to go.
Crazy, dude.
It might be a hot take, but I think if they added Reynolds, they'd win. I think they could win from here. 4v3.
If Reynolds can win like 1v7, surely he can do a 4v3.
But with how well Zen's playing, I don't think I'd even call it a 4v3. I'd say maybe a 4v3.5. I'm
Right,
not
yeah.
100% confident they could win. No, I'm not trying to say this is a bad
This
thing
goes
about
just a little longer,
SSG.
right? Yeah.
We're just trying to highlight how well Zen is playing. He's been completely unplayable for SSG. They've had no answer to him in offense.
Oh, such a good play from Stizzy.
They can't get the ball past him in the midfield, and he's stopping
Wait,
everything in this game as
They all
well.
look the same.
As last, he's just doing everything all over the pitch. And, you know, don't get me wrong, Stizzy and Exotic have been solid, but I mean, how do you play against Zen when he is playing at this level?
He's mogging his own teammates. It's hard to talk about Stizzy and Exotic when Zen's just doing this again.
I like that guy's neck
Storm going to the
tattoo.
scene
Even though I
his
would
rookie
never get
season.
neck or face tattoos,
He
that neck
goes and he
tattoo's not
wins the
so
World
bad.
Championship.
Oh, it is. Progressive meter.
He's doing it again, Johnny. He's looking like that Dusseldorf Zen.
He is.
Completely unplayable.
He is.
Well, he's not unplayable, but he's playing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
I'd say
you
he's
know what I'm
unplayable.
saying.
I think I'm with you there. I'd agree. He's unplayable if you're against him.
Hell crowd.
I'm sure every team
they're
would
so
love
quiet.
to have him on their squad.
Absolutely playable for Exotic and Stizzy.
Playable in another sense. Do SSG have any more in the tank? The biggest challenge right now is just believing that it's possible. And that these guys are extremely confident players. And a great start. It's Diaz
Good read.
with the double.
Well, the
They
Brazilian
went there?
steps up
What
in a
happened?
huge moment.
Stacey
You
hit it.
gotta set the tone early against this team.
Yeah.
Exotic couldn't chase it down in time. And that was just excellent power from Diaz on that first
That was
touch.
pretty good from Space Station.
Yeah, and he ignores the defender. When you're up like that, you just have to hope the miss comes through. You have to think that
Open
is
net.
missable. Oh, good save.
Barely.
Reveal.
Jesus.
Getting tested early in
Trusting
game
your
5 as
teammates a
well.
little too much.
He's had a lot of good saves, even last game before it really started running away. Oh, miss! And the shot in!
Dude,
Okay.
what is this? Camp lobby?
Okay, I thought initially that might be a ball
Might be
that
champ lobby.
Zach would rather hit, but actually, Reveal being that close behind him, really smart heads-up play by Zach, because he could have shot that, but Reveal had a better angle, so a really good play, leaving that for the third man.
Again, Space Station finding ways to keep themselves in the conversation and maybe even start leading the conversation, at least in this game. That one off the bar. Diaz rips it. Another shot. Far side denied. The Space Station very confident on offense. Couldn't quite get it in. Now Zen has another touch out and
close.
another save. That one from Zach. Follow up. Exotic was waiting for it, but he's got nothing in the tank, and it'll be boomed away.
Yeah, a bit of a giveaway there from Exotic. Attack comes to a conclusion as a result. Zen just letting Space Station have these touches in the back corner there, but will Space Station be able to turn it into something with Zach on the ball? Anything's possible. Hold on though. Space Station, yeah, they almost get caught a bit too far up the pitch there. All is well for now. As they look to add to their best tally they've had. Stizzy says no. 2-0 for now. It's all Space Station are gonna get.
Stizzy off the ceiling, still has the flip. Didn't get anything on the ball. Trying to line that 50. Space Station a clear. Exotic straight back to it in the midfield, quick to the ball. 50's not going his way. This one does go Stizzy's way. Stizzy tried to squeeze it. Exotic
did,
was
he
still
almost
corner
did.
boost. Zen comes in to assist. Next up, Exotic. Stizzy right behind. Another bump as well. There was a lot of boost used in about 2 seconds there for Vitality.
just trying to
They sent
keep it
every
away from
resource
that.
they had to try to score there. The Space Station get another clear.
Because they're ahead.
Good comms again by SSG. Oh, but now again, they're looking a bit too hard for that.
Yeah.
And it's cost them again. They need to stop this. This
you
is
gotta
so
defend.
unnecessary.
just not the time to take the risks.
They did
And why
this.
is he turning there either?
I mean, they did this early in the series as well. They were just trying a bit too hard
I don't know about that one.
perfectly
That guy needs to brush his teeth.
passes. It's
Dude, I
not
saw
been
some
that
good
kind of
from
day for them. I think they need to realize that these things are not working the majority of the time. In fact, it's costing you goals. You've been scored on there when you've got pressure. I think just keep it simple. The solo plays are good enough. The physical plays are always there. But we don't need these plays that require such coordination that today is just not there.
Space Station have the blueprint. Now's not the time to put the blindfold on. Reveal. Coming across, won't get the boost. Exotic gets to go clean with pace. With another touch on the roll, but just getting a piece of it was Space Station Zen. Feathering it.
That would have been nutty.
But that was a tough one. He gets the pass.
There it goes, dude. There they go. It's over.
Even when
It's
Zen
over.
misses, he still wins. He misses his double tap.
Reveal.
No problem, just a quick center ball, and
Doesn't
they're
happen.
still getting the goal. I mean, he can do no wrong today.
Well, Space Station, they let Vitality back in. And now Vitality just want to rip it away completely.
Yeah, it might be a GG,
Tying
boys.
it up quickly. Zach immediately denied by Zen. Exotic. Whoa, play. Here's Zach. Quick double flick.
Too hard, though.
No boost spawns for him. Trying to hurry up Stizzy there, and it works just to get a challenge.
Yeah, good try. That was very close to a successful backboard bump that would have resulted in more space. This pressure.
He got bumped.
Speaking of bumps,
Bumps for the
Vitality
win.
have got one of their own.
Dodging cars is pretty difficult right now.
Wow, Zen for the bump.
Exotic will get a clean look at it, and Vitality just beating Space Station at their own game.
And it's Zen again. I mean, it sounds like we really are just glazing him, but he's involved in everything.
Maybe not enough. You know, we still don't have the official assists for the demos and the bumps.
Zen again.
He's near 100% goal participation with it, and he just can't be beat.
I mean, what sport you just beats this, man? That's a risky commit there. A start from SSG. They're starting to feel the
That's
urgency.
crazy, dude.
But the truth is, this is a series they can look back and learn a lot from. I think they've gone for some plays that they just didn't need to go for. And they've taken some risks that they didn't need to take. And
Yeah, it's over.
if this is going to be the end of their tournament, it's one that they should look back and learn from, because Vitality are schooling the young guns from NA.
Zach, catch off the ceiling. But Vitality swarm all over it. Exotic around. Space Station have a man downfield. Zach just got back in time. That was going to be a free shot for Vitality. Up high again here for Space Station. They took too many risks, went up, and now they have to take risks. Down 2 with a minute left. With their Paris tournament on the line. Another clear downfield.
55 seconds left, Space Station trying to find something.
No.
Anything at this point that can create a chance on goal. Diaz gets chronically
I'm gonna go
dusted
grab a
by,
water.
of course, you
Pretty
know
thirsty.
it. Zen again.
Surprise, surprise. Zen showing up big time. Here comes
hold on.
Space Station. Oh! In my 10 years of broadcasting, I've seen it all. He's playing with blindfolds on. How do
Space
you miss
Station.
that?
They've got to put that in. I mean, it's a shot that is missable. The pressure is real, but that's a chance that they needed if they were going to win this. 15 seconds left. Vitality are going on to the top 6 unless Space Station get a miracle.
Zach needs something with time left. It's full desperation mode. But sometimes you're just the villain in the main character story.
Crazy.
This is the
He just
story
stood
of
still.
Zen and Vitality. Stizzy's dropped the controller. It's over.
Vitality motionless on the pitch, but plenty of motion off of it.
No, let it go. Let it continue.
There's some
Okay, it's off.
blood in this match in the past. But there's no more talking now. It's Vitality
L
slam
production.
SSG. Send them back to the airport.
Vitality are smashing their way through this lower bracket. NIP might as well have been an email. Space Station with a 5-minute meeting.
I think
Can anyone stop this team?
The Vitality run is impressive.
Nice.
The savages. Absolute savages.
He's really letting them know.
But you know, these guys have been trash talking back and forth whenever they play against each other. They've been talking a lot of trash in interviews, so you know, I personally, I love it. I hope the SSG guys continue to do this. We've seen a lot of the best personalities in Rocket League do this in the past.
They shouldn't talk trash. They should admire one another. Try to learn from their mistakes. See what they could have done better in the game.
Other players are afraid to say.
But whatever, dude.
Trash talking Zen, trash talking Vitality is something a lot of teams, a lot of players are afraid to do. So for me, I'd say credit to SSG for having done that in the past. I hope we see more of that.
They really want to sell that chair.
But like I said earlier, a lot that they can learn from here, in my opinion, and they could definitely come back stronger at Worlds.
The space station, a lot of great looks this land. They keep on improving. I'm excited to see how they do. Vitality are looking incredible right now, trying to pull off this lower bracket run here in Paris, where this final stack of teams is looking real strong. Let's go
That guy's
over
hat's
relief
pretty cool.
with the winners.
V is for victory. V is for Vitality. What a wonderful match from Vitality, looking unreal. And now I'm standing with Zen on the stage, looking absolutely incredible on field. Zen, did you just wake up today and know it was going to be different? What clicked? Because you were unreal out there.
Est-ce que tu t'es réveillé ce matin en te disant qu'aujourd'hui tu allais cliquer fort parce que là quand t'as vu sur le serveur c'était genre surhumain ton niveau?
Non, c'est un match comme un autre. On sait qu'on a eu une petite embrouille avec Space Station à l'époque. Là, ils ont pas voulu nous check, donc ULA les gars.
No, it's a match like another, but we have some story with Space Station. They didn't want to check us at the end, so just boo them, guys.
I was going to ask about that. There seems to be some sort of rivalry going on here. Has this building for some time? I'm sure you like that competition. Does that drive you further towards a victory?
Est-ce qu'on voulait en parler justement de cette voilà, petite ambiance qu'il y a avec SSG, mais est-ce qu'en règle
kinda
générale,
jacked up,
la
dude.
compétitivité qu'il peut y avoir et le côté un petit peu, voilà, la rivalité qu'il peut y avoir avec les équipes, c'est quelque chose qui peut te motiver dans tes matchs?
Bah ouais, ça me motive toujours, mais contre Space Station, j'avais rien de spécial. Moi, je les aime bien, c'est juste fun. Mais je sais pas, ils le prennent comme ça. Bah écoute, c'est pas grave. Eux, quand ils rage bait, on doit rien dire, mais quand c'est nous, bah on doit rien dire aussi. Bah non, c'est pas comme ça.
So yeah, me, it's fun for me to have this rivalry, but for me it's just fun. When I rush bait them and they rush bait me, it's okay. But because they are taking it like this, you know what? We don't care. For us, it's fun. For you, it looks like not fun. We just beat you.
You just beat them, you absolutely did. Now again, on the stage, you're gonna keep playing because you just won. Looking forward to your matches coming up, Man City and then K-Corp, the Blue Wall, former teammates in the FIFA World Cup. Are you looking forward to that match specifically and maybe overcoming players you played with?
Alors là, du coup, tu vas te retrouver dans le bas du bracket. Tu vas d'abord devoir jouer contre Manchester, mais derrière, si tu gagnes, tu vas aller chercher la Carmine Corp, notamment avec tes deux mates de la FIFA World Cup avec qui tu as soulevé le trophée ici sur cette scène. Comment est-ce que tu te sens? Qu'est-ce que tu as à dire à tes teammates de l'équipe de France que tu vas potentiellement affronter demain?
Bah moi, je dis toujours c'est match par match.
Speaking of his mic.
Focus pas sur le casser, mais ouais, s'il faut venir sur
looks like
Valkyrie
cool mics,
ici,
though.
il faut essayer de les battre. Bah c'est la compétition. Moi, je les kiffe de fou et ça va être un beau match comme d'hab, quoi.
I mean, I'm going match after match, so I'm not thinking a lot about KC, but if you want to speak about it, these two guys are such good friends. So, of course, I'm gonna do my best for beat them because this is a competition, and whatever happens, I hope we will have a good match.
I've done this for a lot of the other French players, so I think it's appropriate. You've got the audience standing right beside you, Vitality over here. What do you got to say to the fans who've been supporting you guys all this time?
On fait ça assez souvent, mais avec toi, c'est un peu particulier. Il y a les fans de Vitality qui sont là, Zen. Est-ce que tu as un mot à leur dire?
Bah, merci beaucoup les gars, que ça soit les JH ou les fans entiers, vous êtes juste exceptionnels. Franchement, j'ai rien à dire, vous êtes le meilleur public et continuez comme ça les gars, franchement je vous kiffe de fou. Et bah, merci de me faire vivre des moments comme ça.
Mesdames et messieurs, du bruit pour Zen et Vitality!
What do they even say?
Zen continues to dominate the age here. He's top 6 in Paris. They've got a date with Man City tomorrow. If they take care of that, they've got a date with Carmine Corps. If they take care of that, they've got a chance to play for the title of Paris Major Champion.
Yeah.
The road seems short now.
It absolutely does. And for the French players here, one of them at least is guaranteed a grand finals. So no matter what, this crowd is going to be here to the very end cheering on their players. But Vitality is just, they're just a tier above. We saw it here versus Space Station. They even took the Space Station playbook away from them, and they were being physical and going for the bumps, and it was working. Everything Vitality did seemed to work. Space Station gets 2 quick goals in that final game. You're like, all right, maybe Space Station can do something. No, they just concede 3, and Vitality take it.
Too good, too fast, too great. Vitality, they're simply getting better and better. Zen, way too good. Simply way too good.
Really?
Dizzy's been excellent. He can be a little quiet, honestly. It doesn't matter. If they're still going to get the job done, they're on fire right now. 4 EU teams. Making sure I got that number right. 1.
Yep.
I don't know, dude.
4 EU teams remain in the top 6.
Yep.
And the only other team, the other EU team, NIP, it was the region.
Yep.
It was
And
the region takeout.
Mina might have the best European player ever as well that is still alive.
And he's French,
and then there's
too.
one North American team.
And if there's one North American team, and it's not NRG.
Listen, this is shaping up to look like an EU regional on land if it's headed this way. So we'll see. All I know is that this version of Vitality we have not seen, I feel, genuinely since Zen's first year. Like that, this is the most consistent and high level I've seen him in quite some time. He looks great.
I agree with that, Herc. You're right on the money with that. They just seem to be like in cohesion. It's all meshing well. Zen doesn't need to do too much. And I also think that Zen's playing his best Rocket League he's ever played. I know he came onto the scene, he's in the storm and the fury, and then he just took over, won Boston, won the World Championship. He was already the best. But now it just seems like every single movement is so perfectly fine-tuned and crafted to where he's always a threat, either with the ball or without the ball.
Yeah, he was going for those bump plays as well late in the series, but Space Station just couldn't figure it out. They would either double commit or they would leave too much space. There was no middle ground at all throughout this match. It just felt like anytime like Zen, like that goal is phenomenal.
That goal was
one
crazy.
shoots that like Zen does there, top right corner. Everyone else puts that off the back wall, but Zen is different.
Change of direction right there, too. He was going left, brought it back right. You're 100% on the money with that
then
one.
again, it's free
It's
play.
just too hard. SSG, I mean, they had their moments, but it's simply not enough. Even in this game, that could have not went to overtime. Exotic barely got beat on the challenge right there. That ball would have leaked out, would have wasted 10 seconds. We're going into game number 4, Vitality up 3-0. Little moments like that. Sure, it goes in your favor right there, SSG, but then you got to keep on performing. And these North American teams, they're struggling. They're struggling to beat these very fast, very aggressive, and very efficient European teams right now, Gibbs.
But the quality of touches on the offensive third by Vitality was just unmatched. Space Station did not know what to do. Right there, Zen, brilliant touch to just pop it right up to Exotic, and Space Station had no answers, her.
No, none at all. Even in the few moments we got to see them like this.
Yeah, they got like gifted those 2 goals basically too.
It's handed to you in a way. It didn't even quite feel completely earned. You're just grateful that you could
one of them
find some
did.
space, you could get a goal, but at the end of it all, Vitality just continued to fight, push their way back, and push SSG completely out of the series.
And then Space Station, by the end, it seemed like they just tilted in that final game. They just tried to do a little bit too much. They're like, we have to come back, but it was a little bit too late. But you can just see all those little micro touches. All those touches by Vitality were in that offensive third. There was so much space given by Space Station. They didn't know what to do with it.
Finally, a series where we have kickoff goals, but also, once again, you see the offensive demos. Whoa, SSG, it flips the other way. SSG gets 9 of them, and Vitality gets 2 of them. And in the series that we just watched, we just had 18 in favor of, who just played last match? Somebody did. Twisted Minds, 18 the last match, and Furia had 4. So amazing how that flips, and but the defending percentage still remains the same. Now, 20 percentage points versus 10 last match.
I mean, yeah, they can be demoing the players on the ground, but with how much time Vitality and the ball spend in the air there, you know, I mean, we're just playing on a completely different dimension up there. So Vitality through, they will have that game with Man City. That'll be either first or second match tomorrow. We'll see the schedule here in just a little bit. Twisted Minds versus the Gentlemates going to be our other starting match on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, we got 5 teams with French players left, or at least French representation.
Look how fast the audience cleared.
So it's gonna be
it cleared out of that place so quick.
As well.
This should be a good one, folks. We've got a lot of action still left to cover. We got a champion to crown tomorrow. It's going to be a spectacular day of Rocket League. But one last thing. Oh, James, I'm being told James is ready with some celebration. James, I mean, there's so much. What moment you want to pick from Vitality here?
Yeah, I mean, you can't get away from me, Wave. I'm coming for you. But this, I think, is just a great play that exemplifies Vitality as a whole. Selflessness from Exotic. It also shows how Zen can make defenses panic, and you see the double commits that Gibbs was talking about. So this is the tying goal.
Powered by
game
milk?
2. Eventually, Vitality's going to go win this game, but this is the selflessness. Watch, Exotic's going up. He's got plenty of boost. Could go for a sidewall double, which all your ranked teammates are going to do. But instead, he fakes it out. He knows Zen has picked up the corner boost, and he leaves this for Zen. And Zen is going to put this boost to work. He hits it to the ceiling so hard, Reveal has no chance, has to back out of the play. And normally in this situation, you'll see players go for a reset. Maybe you'll see him try to push it to the backboard, but no. Zen goes to the ceiling again. And now he's threatening a triple tap goal. Could go for a reset here as well. And you see it forces the double commit from Diaz and Zach. They don't want to get clipped on by Zen. Well, you're still going to lose here. Zen pokes it past them, forces a bad touch from Diaz, and with that double commit, Zen just knows he's got to get a touch. Exotic,
Zach would have been a better hit.
Set up the play. He'll selflessly close it out here with a beautiful touch to the center. Stizzy, he's a great shooter, but really, anyone could knock this in. Stizzy coming in, pokes that home. The hard work was done. Great team play, but that is just a great example of how Zen can make teams panic.
And incredible stuff. Thanks, James. Appreciate the analysis you've been giving us here. I mean, and Zen, I mean, you see that, like, you're talking about like Stizzy like leaving the ball for Zen, or Exotic leaving the ball for Zen. I think Zen called him off. I think he does. The only person talking on that team. He's like, no, you're not touching that. I'm touching that. He's like, okay.
He says, I go. Right. And everybody else moves out of the way. I got mine.
Yep.
That's exactly what he says. If we had the Vitality comms, so many people would be amazed.
And then we always talk about those double touches off the backboard, but the only place you can't guard is the roof. Do the double touches off the roof instead, and that's what Zen did there to then force a double commit out. Fantastic play.
Well, folks, we have 6 teams left at the Paris Major, and Championship Sunday, we will narrow it down to 1. Stories on either side, no matter what. The only story that seems like I don't.
I gotta go to the bathroom really quick.
I haven't started reading yet. Is Man City
to
make it to the grand finals? What a chapter to put as chapter 1 of their place here in the RLCS.
It really feels like 5 of these teams could win the whole tournament, so I wouldn't be surprised if Man City somehow did it. And that's how it feels right now, because Man City, we didn't see much out of them, but we know what they have because of that group stage performance.
We either get Vitality, Carmine Corps in the grand finals, or we get a Man City that just beat Vitality and Carmine Corps.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
So it's going to be a fantastic day no matter what. 5 matches to play through. We got those lower quarterfinals, and then the semis, and then the grands. The progressive accolades continue to evolve here. Noble going to be on top of the Playmaker, and Zen somehow in these dominant performances on top of the Savior board.
I mean, of course, he can do everything. He dominates on defense, then he brings the ball up, and he dominates on offense. Edgery does move down. He was top of Playmaker, was top of Savior. Now he's down.
The defense went down a bit during that match, so that would be why.
Exactly, and then Nas, he's looking for a back-to-back on Striker. Still holding at edge, 1.07, but TRK plays tomorrow as well. And Vatira, you never know, 0.96. That could go up in big matches.
We'll keep a track of these, and we'll let you know what they look like at the end of the Paris Major. Again, those are awards we give out after the conclusion of the World Championship in September. It's a season-long award. Here's Championship Sunday schedule. We are going to start things off with the Gentle Suits. They're going to have to get in here early because they've got a date with Thanos and Twisted Minds. Following that, Manchester City gets put into the blender with Vitality. Can Zen continue on? Then Shopify and Carmine Corps get the winners of those 2 matches, and then we crown a champion.
Every single team on one life at this point is make or break. I can't wait.
It's going to be a fantastic day. We can't wait to crown the champion. We also, I know you guys have seen on social media, there is a Rocket League reveal between semifinal 1 and semifinal 2. I've had the privilege of being able to see what it is. I cannot wait for you to know.
That's not fair. I haven't.
I'm in the dark.
Trust me, you're going to want to be right in the seats you're in right now, folks.
All right, I can't wait, man.
A fantastic time. Please be there. The doors open here at noon. The games and start at 2 p.m. We will have our pre-show kicking off at 1:30 local time. Thank you so much for watching Playoff Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow for Championship Sunday.
I just want to say, there's 3 death numbers, and I'm on my way.
Try an experiment.
All right.
To help you unbecome your parents, I want you to try a game called Rocket League.
Ooh, is it a puzzle like my crossword?
No, picture soccer.
Okay.
With a car.
What do I hang my feet outside the window?
No, not your car.
But you said think of...
It's a video game.
Oh, okay, I get it. Where's the cartridge?
No, it's an online thing.
Is there a joystick?
Not like the ones you're thinking of.
But I need to get some quarters, right?
No.
I gotta blow in the cartridge.
Again, like no cartridge, but you'll need a username.
Username, huh? How about Keith_9914?
The bathroom code?
That's the only number I can kind of remember easily, so.
They're trying to juice us out of all the money. They're trying to juice us out, dude. We're not gonna do this.
Why send your docs and hope they land? Just share a PDF space, they'll understand. An audio summary, it's what they need to hear. Send a PDF space that's so clear.
Yeah, so I thought that they cheated, but they didn't. Because I thought that hit was really, really weird. I'm gonna launch Rocket League. I'll play this for a little bit. All right, here we go. Ziggy, turn on Dusky.
Okay.
There we go. Ziggy, turn off Dusky.
Okay.
That was a good match, though. Nemesis, what does this engine sound like? Wait, I gotta see what it sounds like. I already have that one. I got it twice.